messed this up. I don't know where I am.
Okay, so right.
I really messed it up. I didn't even indicate when I came off there.
Turn right, please. Fourth exit.
Yeah.
Right.
This is going to be a fun video for you to post. Let's start again. Can we start again?
That doesn't happen
Shall
in a test.
we? No, I know, but I know that I failed now. I failed a while ago. Should we just start again?
Well, let's have.
I'm gonna ask you so many times until you say yes.
But
Hello, my name is Olivia and I'm from Farnham. I first found out about DGN's driving course from my brother, like me, passed first time and really recommends the course. I've now been driving for a month and a half and it's so convenient being able to drive to college and just have that freedom there. If you are as eager as I was to pass, I would definitely recommend using this course to pass first time.
38 easy to understand, precise videos covering every single topic required to pass the driving test. These are not just theory based, they are practical videos demonstrating everything from moving off and stopping a vehicle to all of the maneuvers and every other module required. So if you're lacking knowledge, or maybe your instructor has forgotten to cover something, or you're just not grasping a certain topic, then this course has it covered. You can watch the videos before your driving lessons, which means you'll get into the car knowing exactly what to do. This will definitely save you time on your lessons. Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we have another mock driving test. Any of you that are learning to drive and want to take part in one of these mock tests, all you need to do is drop us a message on Instagram at DGN Driving, and we just select learners randomly. Okay, so today's learner driver, Melissa. So Melissa, could you tell us a bit about your driving?
It's great.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's good and I'm not going to say it's bad because I feel like I'll jinx the whole thing. If I'm horrendous at the end, then I'll go, yeah, no, I was bad.
Okay, cool. So before we start, so I've just picked up Melissa from the train station and she told me something that happened a few years ago on one of her actual driving tests. Yeah, so would you like to share the info?
So when I was 18, so a fair few years ago now, I had done 2 driving tests. The first one I failed. Second one I did the whole test, got to the end of the test and thought, no, I failed and I don't even want to hear that I failed. Got out of the car, walked away from the examiner, walked away from my driving instructor.
So pause there a second. So yeah, as soon as you parked up, you didn't even listen to the feedback. You thought you failed and you just walked out, yeah?
Car.
And then what happened?
2 weeks later, I got a pink licence through the post.
She gets a driving licence through the post? And how did that make you feel?
I actually felt really bad. I felt so rude.
For walking out, yeah?
Yeah. And then I thought, oh, well, obviously I've passed. I can drive now. Insured my car, was driving round.
And then what happened?
And then I got a phone call from somebody from the DVLA or DVSA saying that there was an issue, an admin error, and they had to revoke my licence. And so I had to send it back.
And why did that happen? Because you didn't do one thing?
I didn't listen to the examiner.
So what happened? It wasn't because you didn't listen to the examiner, yeah. So what happens when you pass? The examiners make you sign some paperwork, and obviously you weren't there to sign the paperwork. So it's marked as a pass, but because the paperwork weren't signed, you weren't allowed to have that licence. So guys, always listen to the feedback. Right? Thanks for sharing that story, something I've never really heard happen before, yeah. Okay, so obviously after that, yeah, when like you said, when you were 18, did you take a break from driving? I
would just give up. Oh, my theory had ran out as well. Okay. So I was like, well, I'll just leave it. Cool. My friends could drive.
And you recently started again?
Yeah, when we moved up here, I then had to, there's no other way to get around. So I have to do this.
Okay, cool. You've been watching the videos?
I have been watching the videos.
Good. So if you do make any faults, I won't talk about until the end of the test. No. Yeah. For those of you watching, any serious faults Melissa does will be in red text. Any normal faults in amber text. Have you been through all the show me tell me questions?
I have.
Could you tell me how you check your brakes are working before starting a journey?
Yep. You should push down on your brake. And it shouldn't feel spongy and loose and wobbly. It should feel really firm, which it does.
Okay, and one more thing.
It should pull to either side when you're driving.
Yeah, when you brake, it should pull to one side. That'll do. Okay, so whenever you're ready, Melissa, if you could move off for me. We're not going to be following the sat nav. I'm going to make you follow some signs, yeah?
Okay.
Melissa forgets to select first gear, so obviously won't be able to move off. She says it's because this car is different.
This car is different.
Is it?
Yeah. Can you just tell them?
Yeah, you haven't driven the car before, but
No.
the car's different in what way?
I usually just push the clutch down and there's an on-off button.
Okay, you started the car fine. You didn't move
I
though.
do?
You couldn't move. That was it.
Okay, I'm not going to mark this as a fault, but Melissa should have put the wipers on sooner. If you're on a test, it's your responsibility to ensure you have clear visibility.
So the wiper lever's on the right hand side, the stalk.
Pardon?
The wiper stalk, if you just lift that
Yeah.
up for me. Just the once. Push it back down. That's it.
Oh, you're going to tell me about that, aren't you?
No, that's fine.
It's time to get my pen and paper out. Melissa's not too happy.
Not the pen and paper.
Yeah, I usually to write good points as well, so.
Stop. The worst thing about me is that I'll do stuff and I'll know what I'm doing as I'm doing it, even if it's bad.
That's good. Good awareness.
Yeah, but it doesn't pass your test now, does it?
Yeah, but still, like some people drive bad but still not aware. And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
It's good how she doesn't start slowing down as soon as I ask her to park up. She only begins to slow down after identifying a safe place to stop.
Thank you. And move off when you're ready, please.
She moves off well with good observations, checking the right blind spot just before moving off. At this left turn, she doesn't steer enough, so it's quite wide. Melissa does notice this.
Bit wide.
Just a bit.
Just a bit. Failed. Ah, it's an experience, hey?
Okay, now I'd like you to follow signs to Warsaw, please.
These are our first major roundabouts, and this is where Melissa makes her first serious driving fault. She approaches and enters this first roundabout well. We're taking the next exit, so Melissa should start to move over to the left-hand lane, but she exits onto the right-hand lane and isn't in the correct lane for the next roundabout at which we're supposed to be turning left. Now, going the wrong way isn't a serious fault, so she's still okay at this stage. She forgets to cancel her left signal.
You know, I don't know where I'm going, right?
Walsall was to the left.
I'm not from here. I don't know where I'm going.
Melissa should have signalled right on approach. Even if she does it now, it would just be a minor fault, but she doesn't signal at all. She's keeping to her lane well so far, but then steers to the right into the wrong lane. She realises and then steers back to the left, but doesn't check the left mirror before steering.
I've messed this up. I don't know where I am.
Okay, so right. At this
I really messed it up. I didn't even indicate when I came off there.
Turn right, please. Fourth exit.
Yeah.
Right.
To turn right at this roundabout, she should have selected the right-hand lane. After entering the roundabout, Melissa pays attention and counts each exit so she doesn't get confused. Something she needs to do all the time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good. Walsall.
Well, I see it now. This is so bad.
It's to the left, yeah.
Oh, I don't like driving in Wolverhampton.
She reacts a bit late to this lorry. Should have slowed down slightly earlier.
Yes.
Melissa really wants to start the test again.
This is going to be a fun video for you to post. Let's start again. Can we start again?
That doesn't happen
Shall
in a
we?
test.
No, I know, but I know that I failed now. I failed a while ago. Should we just start again?
But let's have.
I'm gonna ask you so many times until you say yes.
But let's have a good drive now. Anyway, forget what's
Okay.
happened.
That means no.
Still following the signs, yeah, to Walsall.
If your wipers start making this sound, it may be a hint that you don't need them on anymore.
Oh.
Should be okay to switch them off now, I think. That's a sign.
Why?
At this roundabout, she shows good lane discipline.
So we're in M5. Well, was I ever going M5?
Yeah, still M5, yeah.
Was I ever doing M5 correctly? Probably not.
Oh, there was a sign there, so we're on track.
Again, at this roundabout, she forgets to signal on approach. She also takes a wrong exit, which wouldn't be a serious fault as she was in the correct lane for that exit. Melissa's main issue is not knowing which number exit to take when looking at the signs.
I know this is horrendous. And I feel like you're pulling loads of faces at the camera.
No, I'm not. I'm just. It's just me.
Huh?
Right, just. I'll tell you which way to go now, yeah, because obviously you don't like following the signs.
No, I don't like following the signs at all. I cannot follow the signs.
Get the roundabout, if you could, turn right, third exit.
Yes.
At this roundabout, she counts the exits, so does it perfectly fine. She holds back in a good position, not getting too close to the lorry, and checks the correct mirrors before overtaking.
And in the roundabout, turn right.
On the approach to this roundabout, it was safe to continue, so second gear would have been fine. Melissa selects first gear, which slows us down quite a bit.
Second exit. You right?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Now we're in a car park in which I'm going to ask her to do the forward bay parking manoeuvre.
So when you turn right, yeah, park forward into any bay you want.
She positions really well inside the bay.
Thank you. And if you could reverse out for me. Reverse
Reverse out,
please.
which
Yeah.
way?
So the back of the car's that way.
That way?
Yeah.
Is this a push down one or a
Yeah,
pull up?
there's a lever at the front. Yeah, that you need to pull up. Please.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She carries out good observations before reversing and notices another learner car that is reversing towards us, so waits patiently. When moving forward after reversing out, you should check the mirrors to look out for anyone that could be overtaking or any pedestrians. Melissa doesn't check.
And turn left.
When emerging out here, Melissa takes a quick look and is about to rush out in second gear. She slows down just in time. Remember to be extra careful in car parks.
I promise I'm not usually this bad. How many times do you hear that?
Now I'm going to ask Melissa the show me question, which she has no trouble with.
And when it's safe to do so, if you could show me how to demist the rear screen, please. Thank you.
It's about the only thing I've done right today, eh? I didn't even do that.
And park up on the left.
That's the end of the driving test. Let's get Melissa's reaction on her driving.
Please say that's the end of the most traumatic driving test I've ever done.
Okay, switch off the engine for me.
Yep.
Right, so Melissa, that's the end of the test.
Yep.
How do you think you did?
How do I think I did?
Yep.
I know I did horrific.
Okay, what on?
I just lose it at roundabouts.
That was it?
Yeah, I just lose it. But when you say, when you say like, oh, take the second exit or this, that, and the other, I like that. I can't do follow directions. I don't know what it is, and I was going to tell you that at the beginning of the video, but I decided to let you see for yourself.
That is the only issue?
It's so bad though, isn't it?
No,
it just
it's
messes everything up.
you know, you said it's horrific. You're driving overall, it's at a very good standard, yeah. You've only got one issue.
The roundabouts.
When we tell you which way you're going, you prefer that, yeah. And you know when you messed them up the first time round, yeah. And then when I said, okay, turn right, fourth exit, yeah. That time you counted the exits, and it was brilliant. Yeah, why don't you do that all the roundabouts?
I don't know. I should do, and I do usually. I think it's a mixture of things. I feel a little bit pressured.
Okay.
And I just know that I'm bad at roundabouts, so I'll start to come up to a roundabout and I go, here we go, I'm going to mess this up now, and then I do. You're not that bad at roundabouts, yeah. It's like, we could sort this out in a lesson, yeah. Like a decent instructor could sort that out in a lesson, yeah. Because your approach is fine, yeah. You know which lane to select, yeah. Your observations are good before you enter a roundabout, yeah. That's most of it. The only issue is when we ask you to follow signs, firstly you don't work out which number exit you're taking. Yeah, for some reason I look at it and I'm like,
yeah, you do work out to the right or left, yeah. You work it out which way it is. Then if you're not sure, yeah, you are okay to ask. On your test you can ask, okay, what number exit? If you had said to me, Pin, what number exit am I taking? What I told you?
Behave yourself, as if I was actually allowed to say that the whole time.
Yeah, if you're not sure, just ask. If you enter a roundabout and you're not sure which way you're going and what number exit you're taking, so you're going to mess it up.
So if you say, oh, follow signs for blah de blah, and I look at that sign and do the usual, like, what is that? And I go, what? Oh, exit 3. Do you go, no?
Yeah, if you ask me, yeah. So, like, when I should follow signs to, I don't know, it was M5 or Warsaw, yeah. You knew which way we're going, but you just didn't know what number exit. So you're in the right lane. If you said to me, Pin, what number exit is it? What would I told you? Yeah, and then after that, if you count the exits, you would have been fine. So overall, your driving's, I wouldn't say it's horrific.
Why?
Yeah, it's just that issue.
Why do I do that?
You yourself are really dating yourself on roundabouts. Even before you like on one of the roundabouts, as we got there already, you're like shoulder up. You're like, oh, another roundabout. We're turning right.
Yeah, I don't like it. And I know, and I just think because I failed, and I just think it's going to happen again. Here we go. It's going to happen again.
But that's the whole point of this mock test, and you know your lessons. Yeah. Also,
I tell you though, I spent a whole lesson going up and down, up and down, up and down roundabouts. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
There's no excuse for it because it just is me, and I naturally do that. I won't be like, oh, my instructor's never told me this, or I don't know. It's me. I look at the sign and I'm like, what?
Just ask. Just ask and count the exits, and you'll be fine.
I thought they weren't allowed to tell you what exit.
They will tell you. They will tell you. You might get an examiner that, you know, if you keep asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you're not going to ask every single roundabout.
Because it's 20 minutes.
You're not going to get so many right turns. Obviously, maybe you do quite a few today because I saw an issue there.
Who prays for sat-nav?
Yeah, the sat-nav again. Even when you're following the sat-nav, make sure you know what number exit you're taking. Okay?
I follow the sat-nav and she's like, do this and do that. And that, fine. Follow signs forever. I'm like, oh my God, now I've got to look at that. I've got to look at this.
So, you know that's a weakness. Work on it in your lessons. Everything else is pretty good. Like your observation generally, your turns.
Apart from that fast one, that wide one.
There was nothing else that kept happening that you need to like. So it was only twice you messed up on the roundabouts, yeah. The rest of the time, like there's nothing there that sometimes the learner continues making the same minor fault again and again. There was nothing like that there. Your manoeuvre was pretty good. Just remember on the so you reversed out. You parked in really well. You reversed out fine. And then when you're going to go forward, when I ask you to drive off, yeah, make sure you check again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't do your checks there. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. But
And I'm right to stop, because sometimes you feel like a bit of an idiot just stopping and waiting for other people.
That other lane of car was reversing, and as soon as you stop reversing, then you reversed it. That was fine.
Okay.
Okay, but again, just use a bit of common sense. If they're not, if you know there's enough space, then carry on. If you know you got enough space. But overall, your driving's not as bad as you think it is. Yeah, just sort out these roundabouts.
Whose car are you? Well, you're in your car, but what?
Yeah.
I feel like it's horrific.
It just does, like, apart from messing up on the roundabouts because you're not sure which way you're going, there's nothing really much else you need to work on. Okay.
Okay, so I just need to spend the next.
So yeah, just get a bit, just build up your confidence on these roundabouts. Okay. Right. Any questions?
No.
Thank you very much for coming down to do the mock test.
No, thank you for having me.
And guys, like always, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.